here. It's Wild and Out Wednesday Part 2, I guess. But I can't complain because I showed up late. Someone else helped me out here. So we got our C-Main lock timing going down here at the sound of the tone. Marshall's ready, driver's ready, keep it clean. Let's go racing on the tone. Goofball. All right, let's go racing on the tone. There we go, there we go. Keep it clean through the first couple corners here. Watch over that floater double. So Marie hanging on to that hole shot. Everyone else kind of falling off here. Anton, get in here at that 2 spot. Colton with some rough qualifying here, finding himself in the C-Main. He's in that 3 spot. Oh, Anton turns a little early. I've done that before. That's going to give Colton that 2 spot on the all blue white wheels. So 1, 2, 3, and now the number 4. I'm not sure who this is in number 4 here. Maybe Romero? No, Evan. Colton coming with a full head of steam. Clips a little bit of Marie, does the right thing. Checks up. It's the right thing to do here. She goes double single. Colton goes big. Anton hanging up on the pipe. Still in that 3 spot there, but here comes Evan now. Going to challenge. What happened to Colton? Colton got wrong on that straightaway. And then Marie answers by getting wrong on the driver's side triple. Still stays out front, though. Good driving, good driving. Oh, it didn't touch the ground. It didn't touch the ground, so it didn't count. Oh, Marie getting wrong out the end of that straightaway, getting marshaled out by Ronnie Goss. Still in the 1, 2, and 3. And Corbin making up for lost time. That'll work, Marie. Pushes a little wide there. Marie going to fall to the 2. 1, 2, and 3 onto the straightaway. So Colton now up front. Solid blue of Colton. Solid pink of Marie. Anton with the multicolor. Both of them working their way in the flat section. Colton with a little bobble. Anton not there to answer. Corbin making a charge and makes the mistake. 1 and 2 bobble it. Marie got back out front. Colton now we're going to reclaim here. Colton, Marie, Anton keeping them honest here. So top 3, pretty decent gap after that. About a 7-second gap. Let's see where it is when Corbin comes by. He was in that 4 spot. Now 11 seconds, so top 3. Only room for 2 of you. Who knows, maybe I'll take 3. Colton out front. Slicing through traffic. Marie coming up on, who's that? Yellow car. Thank you very much. Game on, game on. 2 and 3 will be coming up on Wustenhofer next. Oh, later, get up. Help him out, help him out, help him out. Get out there, get out there, get out. Help him out. Thank you, buddy. So Colton hooking a pipe there. Nowhere to go. And then Marie takes the lead and then rolls it over. So Colton's going to get it back there. Anton not quite close enough to capitalize. He's working his way through traffic. Colton gets it wrong. Gets a piece of Marie. Marie to the front. Bonks the pipe. Parks it into the pipe. It's going to fall to the 3 now. Anton to the 2. Right next to Colton. Gets around. Then pushes it way wide. C-Main not disappointing here. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. It is Colton out front. Anton in the 2, Marie in the 3. 1 and 2, neck and neck. Marie looming. The way things are going, she's going to get right back up there. Over the top there. Anton gets it wrong, parks it in the pipe. Marie around the outside, down the straightaway she goes. Colton around some lap traffic, and he's got some more lap traffic to deal with. Evan, that is number 1 working with you. And pink car will be number 2, Mr. Wusenhofer. That's number 2. So let's see where Anton went. Oh, Marie getting clipped by a back marker there. Does the right thing, awaits. Easy. Finish the lap. Still in that 2 spot. Oh, Anton gets it upside down in the back. Triple. So Marie's going to get around. Anton's going to pull a fistful of trigger, see if he can get by on this lead lap, and he does. So it's going to be a race to the line. Colton now finally checking out. Marie just trying to throw down a clean lap. Got a pretty decent lead over Anton. Top 3, fighting back and forth. Marie doing everything she can to give it up, but Marshals aren't going to let it happen there. Marie's going to finish in the 2. Anton had a really rough lap here, so he's the last one to finish. Let's see, guys. You guys can finish. There you go. That is a race. I'll stop. Colton Davis, Marie Krawchuk, Anton Morrissey, your top 3.
The race is completed.
Anton, you want to stay? All right, we're taking the top 3 into the B main event. So Colton, Marie, and Anton, you're all going to that B main event. Later on, we need all of you down on the track to marshal. Race number 2, our novice A main. Coming up next. We will need a couple of volunteers to help for this one. All right, we need a couple of volunteer marshals out here, please. You guys, novice A-main, go ahead and roll them around, check them in. We need marshals to our spots, please. Marshals to our spots. We need some on 5. We got 5, 9, and 4 need to be covered.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Yeah, you're gonna earn your wage on this one. So it's going to be Lewis Sanders in the 11, Charles Warner
Logan
in
Meyer.
the 10, Steve Meyer in the 9, Harvey Smith in the 8, James Rothell in the 7, Brandon Thomas in the 6.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Christopher Washington taking a scratch. Jamie Brown in the 4, Logan Meyer in the 3, Skylar Smith in the 2, and your top qualifier, Warren. Darnell.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Warren taking a scratch. Heard him say no. I don't see him up on the driver's stand. All right, no more laps.
Less than 5.
Okay, I'm not saying Warner, I'm saying Warren. Warren Darnell. Gone. All right, so we're going to put Skylar in the 1, Logan in the 2, Jamie in the 3, Brandon Thomas, move up to the 4, James in the 5, Harvey in the 6, Steve in the 7, Charles in the 8, and Lewis in the 9. All right. Here we go. Novice A-main coming at you here. Marshals ready, drivers ready. You guys try to keep it clean here. Sound of the tone. Let's go racing. Yeehaw. All right, here we go. Skylar hanging on to that hole shot. Logan in the red, white, and blue. I believe that's him in the 2. Charles Warner from the depths now, all the way up into the 3, slicing through the carnage. Logan gets by him. Watch getting on the straightaway. It is clear. So early on, it's Skylar, Jamie, Logan. This is Logan here in the black and red Traxxas. Then we got Charles Warner coming by in that 5 spot. And then the rest of you, you're around somewhere. I'm not sure where. Watching the triple section. Oh, that's broken. Active camber in the rear engaged. If you want to try to limp it around, you can. If not, go ahead and pull it off. Yeah, that's a no-go. Rough break, rough break. Skylar out front, Jamie in the 2, Logan Meyer, Brandon Thomas, Charles Warner are your top 5. Short course A main coming up next.
Two minutes left.
3 down, 2 to go. 3 down, 2 to go. Take a ride with our leader here. Here he comes, hopping onto that straightaway. Clicking off another lap. Through the sweeper he goes. Over the ski jump. Driver side triple. Plenty of power. Floater double. Through the flat section. Floater double. On the lid. And over the roller into this table section he goes. Right down the center. Setting up for that triple. And kicking it up on that straightaway. That is a lap with your leader, Skylar Smith. Doing a good job getting that short course around here, this novice division. Short course Traxxas. Looks like some RPM mods. Jamie Brown in that 2 spot. I believe Jamie's rolling with the red, white, and blue buggy, hopping onto that straightaway right now. Going to click off another one. And then Logan Meyer in the white wheel Traxxas. Red and charcoal. Working his way through the center section of the track. That's your number 3 guy. Brandon Thomas. I'm not sure what he's rolling with, but he is in the number 3 or in the number 4 spot, Charles Warner. Then we're going to go Rothel, Smith, Meyer, Saunders. With 15 seconds to go. Watch on the table section. We're going to need all you novice drivers down on the track to marshal after this one, so don't run off on me. Everyone's done when you come by the line. Brandon Thomas caught you at the line. Logan, you are done. Everyone else is done when you come by the line. Skylar taking the win. Jamie Brown in the 2. Logan Meyer in the 3. And let's see here. Charles Warner in the blue low seat. He'll be the last one to finish. And that is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab your blowers.
The race is completed.
That'll do it for novice. Short course A main coming up next. Where did you pick that up at? Where did you pick up that blower? On the red cone? Is that a red cone? There shouldn't have been one there. Sorry, something got fouled up. Let's see here. You're going to have to put it on 4, it looks like. Yeah. Actually, no, number 5. What the hell? I don't know. Wait for these guys to put it down and put it wherever it's left. I don't know. No, he's going to put that one there. So there's a 2. I think someone just grabbed an extra blower. Nope, only on yellow cones. Oh, did you grab it off the ledge? Yeah, it shouldn't have. It's fine. Just put it up on the announcer's booth. That's all right. All right, just go ahead and roll them around. Novice drivers, you guys should be out here on your spots. Novice drivers, you should be out here on your marshalling spots. We're going to go Luke C. in the 10, John Stenmo in the 9, Brian Stieber in the 8, Scott Borden in the 7, Darren Morgan in the 6, Dan Salerno in the 5, Brooks Canfield 4, Jesse Bryce 3, Robert Morgan 2, and your top qualifier,
Jesse Bryce, Robert Morgan. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
There's Luke. Okay. So we'll get Luke by here to check in, and then that'll do it here. Justin, watch out. All right, no more laps.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Go, Luke. Luke, you want to take that lap, you can. All right, he doesn't. All right, grid him up. Thank you, Brandon, for hopping on out there.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
We are all squared away here. You guys figured out your order?
Less than 5.
Dan in the 5, Darren in the 6. Yep. All right, we are good to go. All right, guys, keep it civil. Let's go racing. Sound of the tone. Top 5 all going to come by in the order that they qualified. Justin out front. Robert trying to stay close to him. Jesse Bryce right there in the black and gold. Huge breakaway out of our top 3. Then it's Canfield. Salerno. Morgan. Robert flipping it on the side. Stellar Marshall there out of Schuyler. Keeps him out front of Bryce. Oh, Bryce getting wrong in the triple section. On his lid he goes. So he's going to fall out the back door a little bit. Oh, leader getting clipped by a wrong way driver. Nowhere to go. All right, so Bialois, Morgan, Bryce, your top 3. Salerno, Canfield hashing it out. Canfield, that's your leader, up right behind you. Game on. I know you're battling for position right there as well. Canfield, Salerno going at it, swapping back and forth. No change in the order here.
2 minutes left.
So top three all checked out from one another. Closest battles between Darren Morgan and Brooks Canfield, separated by 2 tenths. See if we can pick them up. They are going through the triple section. Oh, Canfield bonks the pipe. Robert Morgan flip it upside down. Slow roll back onto his wheels. Darren checking up for him. Now there's Brooks again. Meanwhile, leader by that start-finish line. 13-second lead. He is checked out here with less than a minute to go. Robert Morgan got 9 seconds over Bryce. Bryce has got 10 over Salerno. Closest battles for that 5 spot between Darren Morgan and Brooks Canfield. They're separated by 2.6. Twenty-five seconds ago. Leader getting hooked up here. Going to cash in a couple of his 13 seconds. This group here is going to get by for their final lap here. Robert Morgan's going to sneak by as well. And everyone else will be done when you come by the line. We are waiting on Robert Morgan, Scott Bourdon, Brian Stieber, and no one. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Justin Bialois, Robert Morgan, Jesse Bryce, your top 3. Let's get all those drivers down on the track, please. Race number 4, 21.5 A main coming up next. All right, short course drivers, get to your spots, please. Short course drivers, get to your marshalling positions, please. All right, marshals to your spots while you guys are getting there. Go ahead and roll them around, guys. Go ahead and roll them around. Luke C. in the 10, Nick D. taking a scratch. Brooks Canfield in the 8, Brian Davis in the 7, Larry Westcott in 6, Tim Romero 5, Dave Rosen 4, Eric Ferreira in the 3, James Maxwell 2, your top qualifier.
Brian Davis. James Maxwell. Tim Romero. Pipasso.
All right, these guys coming around and
Larry
check
Westcott.
in. We got
Dave Rosen. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
Up there, so we got a couple scratches there. I think Luke C. You going to make this one?
Brooks Canfield.
No, you're not going to make it. All right, so 2 scratches there. Everyone is checked in. Go ahead and grid them up. Caller in the 1, Maxwell 2, Ferreira in the 3, Rosen
30
4,
seconds to the start of the
Romero
race.
5, Westcott 6, Brian Davis 7, Brooks Canfield 8. We need a marshal on number 5. Marshal on cone number 5. We get 1 volunteer.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
5.
Less than 5.
Thank you, Paul. All right, marshal's ready. Driver's ready. Let's go racing. The sound of the tone. Possum going way wide, getting caged up in the pipes. Going to drop all the way to the back of the field. A leader hooking the pipe and that button hook there. That's going to open the door for Maxwell and Rosen here. Maxwell, no stranger to leading out this 21-5 class. Neither is Rosen. Caller staying poised right there in that 3 spot. Someone going for a ride, going out of bounds as well. 1 and 2 get into one another there. That's going to give Caller his spot back. So it's going to be Caller, Maxwell, Rosen. Yeah, trying to make up for lost time. Is going to move up into that 5 spot. So he's gained a couple of positions there in the last couple laps. We are only 1 minute in. We got 4 more to go. One, 2, and 3 sticking close to one another. Brooks and Eric going at it by the start-finish line. Rosen upside down and driver stand still stays in that 3 spot. But let's 4 and 5 get right up next to him. Maxwell going to try to take advantage, have some clean air. See if you can reel in Mike Caller. Mike Caller doing the best he can. Maxwell gets it wrong. Rosen getting into him while he's getting settled down. So Rosen going to take over that 2 spot. Eric making up some ground there and gets in the weeds there on the straightaway. Signs his name before he gets his nose pointed forward. Rosen to the 2. Leader getting it wrong in that table section. Writes himself. 2 and 3. 2 wide on to the triple section. By the start-finish line they go. 1, 2, and 3, all separated by about a second and a half. Maxwell went way wide there on the marbles there. Canfield going to take advantage in the all-blue. Canfield now moving up into that 3 spot. Maxwell gets it wrong again. That's going to give up a spot to 2. Westcott and Fiera. So it's Mike Caller 1, Dave Rosen 2. Rosen, yikes. Doesn't lose too much time there. Traction roll into the roller there. Brooks can't. Oh, Hero Marshall there out of Bryce.
2 minutes left.
So now Rosen and Canfield going at it. Caller taking full advantage. Lengthening his stride here out front with 1:35 to go. It's Caller, Canfield, Rosen. Canfield gets it wrong. Eric's going to get around, so now Eric going to move up into that 3 spot. Back where he qualified, and then he puts it on his lid. Westcott now. Westcott just sitting back there biding his time. Things working out for him here in the all-white. Moves into that 3 spot. Solid wide of Westcott. With Eric in tow. Eric looking inside, gets around. Westcott answers back on the next turn. Onto the straightaway they go. The all-white of Westcott, the all-red of Ferreira, and the all-blue of Canfield, all battling out for that 3 spot.
1 minute
Rosen
left.
trying to stay away from him in that 2 spot. Maxwell in the 6, Romero 7. Brian Davis rounding the field out with 45 seconds to go. Our leader with some clean air here through the flat section of the track. Leader by for another one. He might squeeze by for another one. This will probably be Rosen's last lap here, as will everybody else. So 2 and below, everyone is going to be racing out to the line. Rosen puts it on his lid. Westcott's going to get around. They are going to be racing to the line. So Westcott just kind of loomed in that 4-5 spot there. And at the end, found his way into the 2 as it drag race down the straightaway, and Westcott's going to hang on to it. Rosen's going to take that 3. Everyone else is done when you come by the line. Here comes your winner hopping onto that straightaway right now. And that is a race. I'll stop. Mike Caller, Larry Westcott, Dave Rosen, your top 3. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Drivers from race number 4 needs you down on the track. $17.5 B-Main taking the stage. Any one of those. Thank you, sir. Oh, any of these right here. All right, 21.5 drivers need you down on the track.
One minute to the start of the race.
All right, I need 2 marshals. Actually,
45
one.
seconds to the start of the race.
Going to stay there. Thank you, Brian. Are you going to stay there? We need 1 marshal on the corner. You guys go ahead and roll them around. Check them in. Roll them around. Check them in. We need 1 marshal over on the corner.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
It's going to go Anton in the 11, Marie in the 10, Colton Davis in the 9, Darren Morgan 8, MC 7,
Bob Goodwill,
Scott Bourdon 6,
Jesse Bryce,
Brandon Bennett
Sean
5, Matt Trimmings 4, Sean Hornberger 3, Bob Goodwill
Matt
2,
Trimmings,
and Jesse Bryce on that BQ
Darren
spot.
Morgan.
Thank you, Cam.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Colton Davis, Brandon Bennett, Scott Worden, Murray Krawczyk.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Less than 5.
8, 9, 10. We got all 11 of you up there. All right, we are all checked in. Go ahead and grid them up. Finish your lap, get in your spot, and we will kick the tires, light the fires. This is our final lower main of the evening. Bing bong. There's, wow. Bennett, Scott, MC, Darren, Colton, Murray, Anton. All right, we are good to go. Marshals ready, drivers ready. You guys keep things clean. Let's go racing. Sound of the tone. Yikes, Hornberger going for option line. Jesse Bryce out on top. Bob Goodwill in the 2. Bob Goodwill getting marshaled out, though. Staying in that 2 spot. Hornberger in the 3. Colton Davis from the 9 all the way up into that 3 on that last lap. It looks like he is in the 4 spot. No, that's not him. That's Scott Bourdon. I'm not sure how that worked out. We'll see how things shake down when you guys come by that start-finish line. Do you know Jesse Bryce hanging on to that whole shot. See, he's working his way over that back triple right now. Bob Goodwill. Hornberger, toe. We're taking the top two into that A main event. That'll be the last main of the evening. The leader working his way through the flat section. Top three all separated by about 4 seconds. Trimming's trying to reel it in. Bourdon in the 5. Then it's Davis, Morissette, MC, Morgan, Krawchuk. I think Willie already brought it. Did he bring it? You got my car? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he already got it. All right, Bob Goodwill. Hornberger going at it for that 2 spot. Hornberger looks like got around. Through the triple section they go. Hornberger in the white, pink, blue. Goodwill. And the Carmel yellow. Hornberger getting on the straightaway. Goodwill going to take it back.
2 minutes left.
Meanwhile, Jesse Bryce checked out here. He's got an 8.2 second lead. He had some rough qualifying. Finds himself up top poised to move his way into that A main event. He'll have his work cut out for him in that event. Jesse Bryce in the 1, Bob Goodwill in the 2. He's got 1.5 on Hornberger as they come by the line for another 1. Minute 40 to go. Hopefully he brought my body too. Of course he didn't. Can you take over? All right, turn it over to Paul Huier.
Okay, Jesse Bryce out front. Bob Goodwill in that 2.
Hornberger got it.
Bryce in the center of the track in the back here. Got the leader coming through that triple, guys. Let him by. That's your leader there. Got
1 minute
Bryce,
left.
Hornberger, Goodwill, Colton Davis, Matt Trimmings. Top 5 drivers right now. Less than a minute to go, guys. Less than a minute to go. Your leader in the white and bronze or brown or white wheels in the back, yellow wheels in the front. Whew, almost gets taken out there. As he heads down the straight, that's your leader, Jesse Bryce, in the team associated. Watching that little roller over here. Thank you, Cam Leiter. That's your second place driver, Goodwill, coming into the center. He's trying to get that bump with 20 seconds to go. He and Goodwill, Hornberger and Goodwill get together in the air. They're battling for that last bump spot as Goodwill gets it wrong going into that sweeper. Where did Hornberger go? Oh, goodness, man, the humanity. What in the heck was that? You're going to be racing to the line. So Goodwill's in the center in the goal. This isn't over yet as they come around in that triples. It's anybody's game. Goodwill gets a little wonky. Hornberger goes inside. Goodwill gets caught on a pipe. And Hornberger's he's going to bump into that second spot. No water? Okay. Into that A main. Hornberger and Goodwill going at it. That is a race. Jesse and Sean, you're staying? Both of you? Bryce, are you staying? All right, cool. All right, Jesse Bryce and Hornberger. Colton Davis ends up in that 3 spot. All right, coming up next, your modified 2-wheel drive A main event. Marshals to your areas, please. From that last race, please find a marshaling spot. All right, guys, let's get them checked in, guys. I need a marshal at 5. That's Bryce. Or he's right here. Anton, are you staying on 7? Thank you. I need a marshal at number 5, please.
Chris
Marshal
Renton,
at number 5. So we can get this one going off and keep
Adam
the
Peters.
evening moving.
Zippy.
Caller, I see you
Free
looking
Will.
for options.
James Wright. Kevin Gatton.
Here you go. I still
Orange.
need a marshal at 5. There's nobody magically appearing, please. Marshal
Jim
at
Silver.
5. Marshal at, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, everybody's checked in.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys, no more laps, no more laps. Let's get them lined up. Richard Lake in that 1. No, don't go blowing down the straight. Let's get them lined up. Lake in the 1, Peters in the 2, the deal in the 3.
30 seconds to
Leffler's
the
going
start
to
of the
be
race.
in the 4 spot. Sylvain in the 5. Gatton in the 6. Sanchez in the 7. And Chris in the 9. So this is your 2-wheel drive modified A-main event. 9-car run here.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Okay, I got my marshals where they need to be. Drivers where they need to be. All right,
Less
going
than
at
5.
the sound of the tone. All right, Lake's going to be leading us out. Set that TQ of 15 laps. Going to have nice single file there, somewhat. Lake, Peters, Deal, Leffler, Silva in that center. Lake going down the straight. Got Peters and everybody in tow. Watch going on the straight. That's Silva getting it wrong. So right now, your leader, Richard Lake, in the center with Peters, Deal, and Leffler in tow. Gatton in that 5, Sanchez in that 6, Silva in the 7, and Chris in the 8. As your leader heads into the center, into that center triple. Peters not far behind, separated by less than 2 seconds. Deal and Leffler getting tight. They head down that straight. Gatton getting it wrong. That's going to allow Silva to tighten it up with him as they head down the straight. So your leader, Richard Lake, out front. Chris, that's your leader coming through here. Thank you. So Richard starting to spread out a little bit. Peters and Deal and Leffler all battling for that 2 spot. I don't know what happened to Leffler, but he must have had I missed it. But Deal and Peters in that center double, battling for that 2 spot right now. Then you got Silva, Gatton, and Leffler all battling for that 4 spot. Those guys are headed in the center right now. Silva is comfortably in that 4. With your leader, Richard Lake, starting to gape out the rest of the drivers. Lake in that 1, Peters in that 2. Lake in the center in that triple. Clears it with ease, lands it nicely. You got Peters in the deal going back and forth as those 2 guys in B7s head down the straight with 2:30 to go. Your running order, Lake, Peters, Smith, Silva, Leffler, Gatton, Sanchez, and Frenreich. Peters getting it wrong. Your second place driver getting it wrong. That's going to put the deal in the 2. He's going to have his work cut out for him. Richard Lake gets it wrong going down the straight. Deal gets it wrong. So everybody has basically blown their chance at catching that leader, Richard Lake, after he makes a mistake going on the straight with 2 minutes to go. Lake in the center of the track, heading into that triple. The deal in the center of the track, heading into that triple. The gap is going to be less than 3 seconds when they come back around. Thank you, Sean. 3.1 seconds is the difference between Lake and Smith. Your battle right now is Gatton and Leffler. They're in the center of the track right now. With 1:30 to go. Gatton in the green, Leffler in the maroon and checkerboard. Your leader gets it wrong in front of me. The Deal's now tightened it up. He's within a second easily as they head down that straight. Lake in that back triple. The Deal right behind him over the little double. In front of Anton here into the back double. Into the center of the track. Both those drivers running B7s. And into the center of the triple with 1:10 to go. Deal bounces it off the pipe, manages to hold on as they head down the straight. Deal gets it wrong going on the straight. That's going to put Peters now into that two and allow Richard to spread out a little bit. And so I guess your battle now is going to be between the Deal and Adam Peters as they head into the center of the track with 45 seconds to go. Peters down the straight, the Deal right behind him. Silva in that 4, he's in the center of the track. Gatton right behind him. Oh, your leader gets it wrong. There's Adam Peters. Anton twists another knee, getting the leader up, but that's going to put Peters in the front with 20 seconds to go. It's going to come down to this last lap between Lake and Peters. Lake giving her all she's got. Traction rolls in that sweeper. Adam Peters is going to get some distance between him and Richard Lake. Deal's going to now be in that 2. And they're going to be racing to that line. If the Deal doesn't make any mistakes, he's going to hold on to 2. Lake's going to hold on to 3. Lake's trying. But that is a race. Adam Peters, you are going to win it. Willie Smith, you are in the 2. Lake, you are in the 3. Silva coming in. He's in the, get him. That's your 4th place driver right there. And waiting on Gatton. And that is a race. That is a race. Please pick up your blowers.
Thank you, Paul. All right, mod drivers, you down on the track to Marshall, please. Down on the track to Marshall. No, just 2. Yeah. All right, mod drivers to your spots, please. We might need a volunteer or 2. You guys go ahead and roll them around. Go ahead and roll them around. It's going to be Wusenhofer in the 8, Maxwell in the 7, Frenwright 6, Brandon Bennett 5, Bob Goodwill 4.
Bob Goodwill.
ZC 3, Hornberger 2, and
James Maxwell.
Qualifier.
Eric Wusenhofer. 1 minute to the start of the race.
What is the deal here? All right, guys, go ahead and grid them up. Grid them up.
The race.
No Brandon Bennett.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Front right here. Cocot's not here. All right. Or Cocot's not running this one anyways. He's here. He's just not running it. We need a Marshall on number 4, please.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
And number 3.
Less than 5.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Paul. All right.
Chris Rendenreich.
Oh, yeah, we need one at 5 there. Thank you, Matt. All right, here we go. Marshall's ready. Before we start, drivers, breathe in, hold, breathe out. Marshall's ready, drivers ready. On the tone. off and running. Mike Sora leading us out here. Friendwright finds himself in that 2 spot. Yikes. Carnage going on in that backfield here. Friendwright getting it wrong in that back triple. Goodwill looking to reclaim. Hornberger trying to reset as well as Maxwell. Sora hanging on that whole shot, and he gets wiped out. I didn't even finish saying his name, and he was already upside down. Still hanging on to that lead, though. And Mike Sora through the table section. Hornberger found himself back up into that 2. Friendwright in the 3. Then we got Maxwell, Goodwill, ZC, and Wustenhofer. Wustenhofer going for a ride. Fixed up by Matt. Thank you very much. Hornberger getting it wrong there. That's going to let Goodwill get around. Friendwright found himself in that 2 spot. Goes on the wrong side of the pipe. Tries to marshal himself. Loses 2 spots. Goodwill. Hornberger going at it for the 2 now. Goodwill getting it wrong. Goes wide. Hornberger gets around. So Sora trying to check out early here. Meanwhile, Goodwill, Hornberger swapping blows right now. Advantage Hornberger into that 2 spot. Less than a second back, Goodwill. In the gold. Yellow wheels. Final main coming up next. Hope you all had a good time. You guys packing up to take off. Have a safe trip home. We'll be doing racing again on Saturday. Doors open at 10. Racing starts at 1. Hornberger with a mistake. Goodwill around. So Goodwill's going to take his turn leading out in that 2 spot for a little bit. Oh, Hornberger gets it wrong getting on that straight. We're going to fall way off the back door here. So Hornberger going to lose some spots there. Oh, no, he's not. He still stayed out in that 3 somehow. Got a little body work done going down the straightaway, though. He's going to be off pace of Goodwill by 3.7. Trying to make up that time. Goodwill went a little wide there over that floater double there. And then Hornberger answered in tow. Goodwill hooks a pipe. So Hornberger right there. Sora coming around here. So Sora looking to put a lap on the field here. Hornberger not letting Goodwill run away. ZC in the 4, Maxwell in the 5, Friendwright, Wustenhofer, your running order here. Hornberger, man on a mission here, trying to reel in Goodwill.
1 minute left.
Goodwill getting around some lap traffic there. Friendwright, you'll have number 3 working up on you shortly. Those 2 battling for position. Thank you very much. Gap now 1.3 with 45 seconds to go. Each one of them have a little bobble. I think Hornberger got the worst of it, though. Still right there, though. 35 seconds to go. Goodwill going, though. Spun around here. Hornberger going to get around after clipping him a little bit. Oh, then Hornberger on his lid. Getting righted by the leader here. So now Hornberger back up into that 2. 25 seconds to go. They'll get around for one more. Barring an absolute disaster, that is. Sora just hanging back. Letting those guys hash it out. Hornberger gets by. Goodwill gets by. So with that, everyone will be done when you come by the line. ZC, you'll be the first one to finish. Everyone's racing to the line. Oh, Hornberger going for a ride. Oh, he loses his battery. He's not gonna be able to limp out of there. Hornberger ejects the battery and loses power. So gets wonky there in that last lap there. Costs him second place. He was on a 13th lap, though, so he is going to inherit that 3 by default. That is a race. All stop. Mike Sora, Bob Goodwill, Sean Hornberger, top
completed.
3. Hornberger going out in fashion. Marshals, grab your blowers. Blow off your area. Our 8th and final heat coming up. Sir, that's walking away. Can you grab your blower, please? Marshall, that's walking off the drive. Marshall and the flip-flops. Can you pick up can you pick up the blower, please? Yeah, blow off your area. Thank you. Just up here to number 5. Yep, really short. We got some back-to-backs, but we'll need our 4-wheel drive drivers out on the track. Two-wheel locked A-main coming up next. I thought I was smart shifting them around, but this is going to do me in here because we're going to be lacking marshals. I need a lot of volunteer marshals out here, please. A lot of volunteers out here, please, for this last one.
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right. You guys are lucky that, I guess Colton is lucky that Paul Weir was running that last race because he's only supposed to bump 2, but he bumped 3. All right, guys, go ahead and roll them around. We need marshals, please. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, everyone else who's hopped out there to marshal.
45
We still
seconds to
need
the start
1,
of the race.
2, 3 more, please. Anton going to hop out there. Thank you very much. Colton Davis in the 11, Hornberger 10, Jesse Bryce 9, Paul
Mike
Weir in
Coco.
that 8 spot, Mike
Robert Morgan.
Kokot in the 7,
Purple Stallion.
Mike Cowler in the
Colton
6,
Davis.
Goss in the
Jesse
5,
Bryce.
Paul Manning
Ronnie
in the
Goss.
4,
Mike
John
Haller.
Camlighter in the
30
3,
seconds to the
Mike
start of the
Soar in
race.
the 2, and your
Paul
top
Manning.
qualifier for
Mike
tonight,
Soar.
Sean Morgan. You're all checked in here. Let's go ahead and grid them up. No one else down the straightaway. Getting your qualifying position on the
15
grid,
seconds to
and
the start
we
of the race.
will get this thing going here.
Less than 5.
And track will be closed immediately following this main here. Darren's there. We got all of our spots covered. Thank you again to our volunteer marshals. Volunteer marshals making it happen tonight. We are going to be done by 10:30 here. Marshals ready, drivers ready. Let's go racing on the tone. All right. Not the best. Oh, Sora doing a little endo, collecting the field here. Somehow stays in the I don't know where he's going to end up there. So early mistake out of Sora. That's going to put Robert Morgan up front here. I didn't even finish saying his name, and he's on his lid. I'll say Kokot. Kokot knows how to stay on his lid. He's in that 2 spot. He's trying to hunt down Robert Morgan. And the 3 is John Camlighter. Double single he goes. Jesse Bryce in tow. And that is Paul Monty right there. Hornberger, Caller, Paul Weir, Sora, Davis, and Goss. Your running order here. Remember, getting it wrong. Tries to right himself, parks it in the pipe. Leader upside down, parks it into the pipe there. Kokot not quite close enough, but now we're all over his rear bumper, so it's Morgan, Kokot, Bryce, Camlighter, all right there. Don't count out Monty. Sora trying to make something out of it after that rough mistake there. Cost him huge on that first lap here. Paul upside down. Sora eking his way by. We are only 2 minutes in. We got 3 more minutes to go. Someone on his lid. That was Kokot getting on his lid. Bryce can move into that too. Tell you, that corner off that straight had my number in the main. I don't know what happened there, but I couldn't stick it to save my life. Looks like it's catching other people too. Robert Morgan leading us out here. Jesse Bryce in tow. Cam Leiter. Kokot upside down. Manny trying to get around, but he makes a mistake, so he's going to have to settle for where he's at. Mike Sora making up for lost time here. I think he moved up into that 6th spot. He's trying to run down these guys. Someone upside down, so Sora's going to grab another spot. Oh, that was Paul going upside down, so Paul Monty, that is. Morgan holding Bryce at bay. Cam Leiter trying to catch him as well. Cam Leiter with a mistake in no man's land. A rough place to go upside down. Kokot going to get around. Someone ejecting their canopy. Cam Leiter. Some having a Robert Morgan. See what happened, but Jesse Bryce is going to take over that top spot. Coming up on the back door, Hornberger. That's your leader working with you. Thank you very much. Jesse Bryce by the start-finish line. Robert Morgan dodging bullets. Trying to anyways. Kokot not quite close enough to capitalize. Kokot hopping onto that straightaway. He's in that 3 spot. You can see Morgan right in front of him. Yeah, Jesse Bryce trying to check out of this one with 45 seconds to go. He has got a 5.7 second lead. So he's looking poised to run home with a checkered flag. Morgan and Kokot going at it for that 2 spot. They hop onto that straightaway. Sora now moving up into that 4. 20 seconds to go. It's going to be a tall order to reel in Kokot in that 3 spot. Less than 10. Caller might be the last one by. Behind you. Oh, never mind. There was somebody there. And Paul, we're going to defer. Everyone is done when you come by the line. Oh, Morgan getting upside down on the triple. Kokot's going to get around, and here comes Sora. Oh, Kokot going to claim that 2 spot on the last lap. We're waiting on Mike Caller, Hornberger, to come by. And that'll do it. 5 seconds shy of 10:30. Thanks for coming on out. Hope you all had a good time. Have a safe trip home. We'll be doing it again on Saturday.
The race is completed.